Yo, what's up, YouTube? Today we're back with another reaction video. Today we're reacting to the unfortunate FaZe Banks crypto situation. Now, I've seen a little bit about this on Twitter and clips from Jason talking about it, and uh, I watched somebody reacting to a video. But today we're gonna get the whole gist of it in this one video. It's by A Bundo, A Bando. This one right here.
Imagine being the core part of a social media empire, helping grow this empire from being a simple group of teenage friends who played games together much like the rest of the world, to becoming a once valued billion-dollar company. But instead of currently being known amongst the world for this amazing feat, you choose to go viral all over social media for being known as nothing more than an alleged crypto scammer.
I'll let you in on a secret. Don't tell anybody I said this, but we figured out how to just scheme so much money out of Hollywood and the internet. Like, we're just running with it. I know it, until the fucking wheels fall off.
In this video, we're talking about the current FaZe Banks situation, but what exactly did he do? Why does the whole internet hate him?
He was so open about it too, bro. He was so open about it, and it was like he didn't think anything was gonna come out, which is crazy because I mean, there's people that would leak everything
Right now, and why is he beefing with Adin Ross? Well, that's probably what you're here to find out. So if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join the Trap House with the biggest trapper. And while you're at it, don't forget to click that very first link down below in my description to join my Discord server and become an official member of the community. Now, with all of that being said, let's get into this whole FaZe Banks situation. Okay, so to start the video, we're going to be talking about FaZe Banks, and for those of you who are unfamiliar with who Banks is, he started his career on the internet over 13 years ago playing the popular game known as Call of Duty. He would get his claim to fame like most of the Call of Duty community at the time by doing a bunch of crazy things with snipers, but everything would change for Banks on March 24th, 2013, where he would post a video announcing to the world that he had officially joined FaZe Clan. After this moment, his life would never be the same again because just 3 years later, he ended up in New York in one of the first ever content houses with all of his friends that he had either met through gaming or of course by joining FaZe. Now, the growth within this house was absolutely crazy for everyone involved, and it really helped take FaZe Clan as a whole to an entirely
was there
new
for
level.
one day.
But for Banks, this house in New York would be where his whole scamming allegations officially began. In August of 2015, he would upload a series of videos dedicated to him having huge wins on a gambling website that was based around CSGO skins. He promoted these sites in various videos and even live streams as well. He would show his majority younger audience that it was possible to gamble on this site while also having it incorporated with a popular video game. And of course, what's better to anyone than being able to make a lot of money while also having it involve a game that you love as well. And some of you may say, oh, well, what's the issue with this? We see people promoting gambling all the time today. We see many creators do it with stake. Everyone has a stake deal. Yeah, we know. You see, Banks didn't just promote gambling to a younger audience. He had a whole much more larger scheme running because he didn't disclose to anyone that he was actually a co-owner of these sites. And he was allegedly even pocketing.
He was a co-owner, and he's sitting there playing it, knowing he's gonna win. It's gonna give him the win, but he's getting everybody else to get on there and fucking gamble. I get that now.
Per day. And of course, not to mention while he was promoting these sites and doing all of these live streams and things like that to quote unquote prove to people that it was real, it's alleged that he had rigged odds throughout all of these streams and videos to of course encourage his very large audience to come and gamble on the site because there was a high chance that they were going to win money. And that whole scheme lasted for about 2 years up until 2017. But this wouldn't be anywhere near the end of Banks' scamming allegations. In fact, it was just the beginning. You see, during this time, FaZe Clan was growing immensely, and it got to the point where they were without a doubt the biggest content creation group on the internet, which sparked them to move out of New York and move across the country to the city of Los Angeles, where it seemed like every single YouTuber in the world moved in like that 2017 to 2019 era. And this is where FaZe Clan will become extremely mainstream, and they really branched entirely outside of the gaming aspect. They were borderline stars in their own right, which led to them beginning to live their life like rock stars rather than YouTubers, which even caused Banks himself, along with a few other FaZe members, to fall into a series of addiction issues, which all of them are pretty open about, and thankfully they're all sober now, so I'm not going to get into that too much. But basically I say that to say that this will all start being the downfall of FaZe Clan. They weren't really gaming much anymore, they were recruiting random people to the clan. Everybody was kind of just doing their own thing. And even while all of this was going on, Banks himself would start to enter the peak of his career. You see, he had formed a content house known as the Cloud House, which also featured popular creators like Alyssa Violet, who Banks dated at one point, Summer Rae, and of course Rice Gum as well. And this house did amazing. Like, everyone in this house was kind of hitting the peaks of their career. Banks was seeing millions of views per video, like literally everything he dropped was going platinum. Now, even though Banks was seeing a lot of success on the internet at this time, this whole LA and Cloud House era will only contribute to the narrative of him being a scammer. I've seen a lot of posts on social media today about the drama that a popular creator named Tfue had in the past with FaZe regarding his contract.
This is about me and this contract.
They fucked
this
him
contract
up.
that I signed.
They fucked him.
When I didn't know any better. I'm an idiot. I should have never signed it in the first place. This 3-year contract. What is in this contract is so bizarre. It's so I wish you guys could see this thing because I can't even fathom it.
Oh
this
my
contract
God.
basically allows FaZe at any point in 3 years to just fucking take all my hard earnings and all my hard work and just strip it. Over 49%, over 79%. What is in this contract is insane, and that's not even the worst parts. I can't disclose what is within this contract, but FaZe Clan, please release the contract for the public to see. Let me show the public. Just give me permission to show these people the truth.
And I personally don't believe that Banks had much to do with this very poor contract that Tfue signed. Even if he did, Tfue still signed the contract. But I have been seeing some people on Twitter try to pin all the blame for this on Banks, alleging that he has a history of scamming his quote-unquote friends. Now, while Banks may be off the hook for that entire Tfue situation, there's been other instances where he has some, if not a lot, of explaining to do. Like in 2021, when the entire crypto and NFT space started booming, Banks was one of the first creators to publicly start trying to back some of these companies.
I know the whole FaZe story.
Banks had made a tweet announcing the official release of a crypto token known as Banks Social, claiming that he liked the project a lot and he thought that it was going to be the next coin to pop, which ultimately ended up being completely false because this coin flopped and everyone lost a lot of money because of it. So that was one of the first instances of like, okay, this bank guy is like a little weird, he's causing me to lose money. And of course there was also this Save the Kids crypto scam in 2021 as well, which was a token that claimed to be more of a charity, donating money to help better the lives of children everywhere. But instead of actually saving the kids, this also ended up being one big scam. And the whole Save the Kids project resulted in 3 FaZe members being suspended from the organization, and one of them even being permanently removed. And while it was never really confirmed that Banks had any involvement with this coin, many fans believe that it was no coincidence that this coin was backed by the most popular FaZe creators at the time.
Oh no, they did the whole crypto shit with, and everybody thought they were gonna do the Save the Kids. Nah, they just banked all the, or they cashed all the money, bro. They pocketed it. That's insane.
Rice Gum as well, who of course has been one of Banks's longtime friends. Now to move along, there's also multiple other crypto scams that Banks has undeniable involvement in. For example, this NFT project that launched back in 2022 known as Imposter NFT. This was a project that was meant to fuse both gaming and crypto together, which is obviously 2 things that Banks seemed to love the most, which led to him allegedly joining this project as an advisor. And once he joined, he sent this entire paragraph of a message in the Discord server that was dedicated.
Just want to take a second to introduce myself. OG for the last decade. I'm pinching myself every day. I don't see anything crazy in this. It's perfect for impacting content and gaming culture. This is where I believe I can make a true impact and help move the rock forward for the industry.
to the project, claiming that this was once again going to be the next big thing. And big surprise, 3 years later to where we are today, much like the other coin, this one completely flopped as well, and it's currently down about 90%, and
Damn.
Banks doesn't even mention this thing at all anymore. Then came the next yearly scheme for Banks. In 2023, another NFT project known as Utopia Avatars were launched, and Banks was once again an advisor on this team.
Oh, it's
Funny
so
enough,
bad.
even Toph Cooperman, Adin Ross's manager, who's been going viral recently, was also a part of this team as well. But anyways, this was another project that Banks seemed to believe heavy in, and he was even rumored to be purchasing an entire house in LA just for the people who were members of the team.
Utopia House, coming soon.
But yet again,
That's
you
so
guessed it,
fucking
at this
crazy.
point, currently today, the whole Utopia Avatar project is completely dead. The whole thing is down about 99%, and of course, Banks doesn't even mention that it exists anymore. But to speed things up a little bit and to fast forward to where we are today, 2025, where Banks is currently under the most heat he's ever faced throughout his years of alleged scheming. It all started back in February of this year, where Banks did a stream with Adin Ross, and this stream was meant to supposedly teach Adin the ins and outs of the cryptocurrency world, and they even had some of the most known crypto traders there on the stream as well. And while they did give a little bit of insight about the whole world of the cryptocurrency space, it was clear from the very start that this was all a part of
100% Ethereum, 30 million goes into 70% Bitcoin, 10% Sol, 10% ETH. Other MLG hype Trump, worse in the last 12 months. Bitcoin narrative never been stronger without question. Has proved to be the strongest asset in crypto.
some type of elaborate scheme that Adin Ross himself wasn't even in on. Literally within the first 20 minutes of the stream, Adin went to buy $50,000 worth of the MLG coin, which was a crypto that Banks was heavily backing all over social media because it once again was a crypto that tied in together gaming and crypto, which just seemed to be a match made in heaven for Banks. But anyways, after Adin brought the $50,000 worth of this coin, he ended up losing thousands of dollars within the matter of literal seconds, which caused many fans to believe that all of these crypto guys that Banks invited onto the stream were literally rug pulling or scamming Adin live on stream right behind his back.
Just listen.
Dude, can I talk about that?
Talk about what?
Why am I down money?
Because people are using you to sell. People are using your buy as like a spot to sell.
I'm
It's
down
just-
12 grand.
It's okay.
It'll go up.
People have been expecting this moment all day. 'Cause, again, we're retarded. So a lot of people bought MLG probably today, expecting you were going to buy it and using the event of you buying it to sell it. But it's fine. Again, this is something that we're all positioned in for good reasons. There's a lot of reasons to be excited about a position like MLG.
So since then, Adin has been aware of what really happened during that stream, and he's even publicly called out some of the people who were involved with rug pulling him during this stream as well. But Adin wasn't the only person who lost money on his MLG coin. In fact, the coin as a whole has plummeted.
So he's
completely
acting
and
as
is
an
currently in a terrible
outsider.
state, which has led us to where we are today. Earlier today, some DMs had gotten leaked from a Twitter group chat that
This is what I saw on Twitter. Adin Ross fucked this up. This community dumped on him, used him as exit liquidity. His ego got hurt, blamed Frank. Him and Frank got into it privately. Adin despises Frank and spends and drives a narrative about Frank selling. Somehow this falls on me and Threads to farm the whole situation, spin it into me selling and dumping coins. When I ran the thing up from fucking 3 million to 200 million organically. Top blasted multiple times, invested a fuck ton of money and never ever sold. The only bad actor in this entire thing is Adin, point blank period.
included FaZe Blinks allegedly
Hold
blaming
on, wait. If we're really talking about it, I think Banks is not in the wrong here. Okay? He thought he was going to do good. All right? He didn't mean to scam. He didn't sell. All right? He's the one that made it go up. He skyrocketed it. And when Adin bought it, the community of MOG said, hey, I'm going to make a lot of money off this. I'm going to sell. and then it's gonna go down. But I mean, I see where Banks is coming from. They say, "Oh, this tweet's bad," or this text is bad. This message is bad. This isn't bad. I don't think it's bad. Honestly, he bought 50K on stream, knowing people are gonna see that, knowing people are gonna sell and make money, and then he's blowing up about it dramatically.
Adin Ross for the downfall of MLG. And at first I didn't believe this was a real screenshot at all, because Banks is someone who's literally been with Adin throughout basically his entire career, and it always seemed like, at least on camera, him and Adin had a great relationship. So it was definitely surprising to me, and I'm sure many others as well, when Adin Ross himself had put out a tweet confirming that these messages were real within the screenshot. And he even acknowledged how hurt he was that someone he considered a brother would talk about him behind his back like that.
One thing I will say, I mean, I saw a lot what Banks said. I saw the way he's going about defending himself, but one thing I haven't seen him say is if those DMs are real or not, what he said in the chat. It seems like he's kind of dancing around that topic. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not, like, it's just, bro, like, we all fuck up, we all make mistakes, but it's all about taking accountability for a lot of stuff, right? It's like, hey bro, like, I said that shit, my fault, I was wrong. I threw you under the bus when, you know, I should take blame for that. I made that stream happen. It's shit like that.
That's the only thing that I don't like, is the fact that he said Adin is a bad actor and all this. Don't fucking say that, because that's gonna make you look bad.
Yeah, right? Like, say, like, bro, I genuinely couldn't believe it when I saw that message, especially like the way it was worded. When I read that shit at the end saying there's only one bad actor in this and it's Adin, I was like, what the fuck? Like, that was a crazy thing to read, right? Like, to me, I just can't believe.
So this led to Banks getting a huge wave of hate all over social media.
Oh my
there was
God.
even rumors circulating around that someone had paid $30,000 to $40,000 to some of the top Twitter pages to literally just spread hate propaganda on FaZe Banks. So in response to this, Banks will put out a tweet claiming that him and Adin was currently on the phone and they were planning to do a stream together to address everything that happened and put a whole end to it. But unfortunately, that never ended up happening because apparently all of this hate had gotten so bad for Banks that he would announce to the world that he was not only officially stepping away from FaZe Clan as the CEO, but he was going to be indefinitely stepping away from the internet as well. Now, even though Banks literally pulled FaZe Clan out of the gulag within the last 2 years since he became the CEO again, I do think it's the best idea that he kind of just disassociates with FaZe as a whole for right now while all of this crypto stuff is going on. Because with him being the CEO of the company, every time he gets one of these scam allegations, they all just seem to fall back on anyone who has FaZe in their name.
Hey, bro, and just wait until y'all see that crypto shit that they up to, twin. They got some cooking, twin. That's why all these niggas trying to. Hey, bro, I ain't gonna say too much.
What is Bruce talking
I'ma
about?
just laugh for right now, bro, because y'all don't get it. So I'ma just laugh, bro. But just remember what the fuck I'm talking about, bro. Alright? That's all I'ma do. Is laugh.
So yeah, that's the Banks
Bruce
situation
on kick now?
currently. No one knows how this is all going to play out. Nobody knows what's going to happen with FaZe. I personally nominate FaZe Adapt to be the new CEO just for the vibes.
Rug.
Even if Banks does happen to be innocent in this whole situation, I don't know if he's going to try to prove his innocence, but if he does end up being innocent, I don't know. I still think it's pretty sketchy that all of these cryptos he's been attached to have literally went to zero. But that's just my personal opinion. As you guys know, the only opinion that I really care about is y'all's opinion. So be sure to comment down below and let me know if he does end up being innocent. Do you think he should have stepped down as the CEO of FaZe? Let me know
For
what
now,
you think
yes.
down below in the comments. And while you're at it, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button to join me on my journey to 20,000 subscribers.
Hell
And
yeah.
with that being said, if you enjoyed the video, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you didn't enjoy the video, be sure to give me a thumbs down. You guys know that any feedback is good feedback to me. And as always, I appreciate all of the love and
That'd be
support.
big.
And I'll catch you boys and girls in the next banger, man.
Bye. Have a beautiful time.
All right. Yep. So, in conclusion, he did say some bad stuff in that DM. But the whole situation, I don't think it's all on him. I mean, the community pulled out. They did. They knew they were buying on stream. They bought 50K on stream. Of course, The people are gonna pull out to make money. I mean, they should have seen this coming. Honestly, in my head, they should have seen this coming. Now Adin is freaking out about it, and he's like, "Oh, it's terrible," but he should have seen it coming. He lost 12,000. I don't know what it's at now, but listen, he knew it was gonna happen. He knew it was gonna happen. So I don't know why he's freaking out about it. Banks is not. He's not as guilty as everybody says he is. They did it to themselves. I mean, there's not really more I can say to that. You know what I'm saying? So it's been your boy Dexer. If you want to see more reaction content like this, drop a like, drop a follow, drop a sub, go to my Twitch, drop a follow, and link in the description. All right, brother. I'll see y'all in the next one.